Hello, hello. I'm doing a surprise pop-up live. So if you found me, congratulations here. If not, and you're watching this on the replay, you're also welcome to be here. Hello. Glad to have you. Today, I am shipping out a bunch of my orders for my sale last night, and I usually give a schedule so that you guys can save all of my videos, but I didn't have a chance to today because I had no idea what my day was going to look like. I've been so productive, and I'd love to share my productivity to help motivate anybody else that needs that little boost of I can go get this done and share your productivity. Hello, just curious. Welcome. Thank you for finding me. Let's wow, this today has been a whirlwind of a day because I started super late. I laid in bed until I don't know, 11:30. I was feeling very lazy today. Didn't think I was going to get anything done, and I was okay with that. I was just going to stay on the couch and hang out, watch TikTok videos and YouTube videos on my phone, and not do anything. And then somehow it turned into this whirlwind of a productive day. I let me share my list with you because it's incredible how much stuff I've been able to get done. Went to the grocery store, restocked my fridge, prepped, like meal prepped some chia seed yogurt mix things. I cleaned my entire backyard. I watered all of my plants, which takes like an hour. I repotted a plant that needed repotting. I what else did I do? Oh, laundry stripped my pillows, which I need to make sure they get dry before I go to bed tonight. But that it took like an hour and a half to do that and are you not familiar with laundry stripping, I'm doing an entire video on the process of it, so stay tuned for that. Then I did laundry. Laundry the bed and all of our clothes, and then I cleaned up the kitchen, I cleaned up the living room, and I cleaned up our bedroom. So, it went from groggy this morning, not wanting to do anything, to all of a sudden hyper productive. And I think the main thing was I allowed myself to sit in that I don't wanna do anything today feeling for as long as I needed until I found that spurt of inspiration an hour later, and I was like, "You know what? I can do a bunch of stuff." So, that's a message to share with all of you. If you're ever feeling like you don't wanna do anything, don't. It's not worth it. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing this Sunday evening? I can't believe that it is the last day of April. Can you where did it go? Tomorrow is May. Next weekend is Cinco de Mayo, and I am going to Vegas on vacation. Not not for work, not to see my mom. Not I will see my mom, but I'm not going to the store. I'm not going to her house. I'm staying at a hotel. It's going to be so weird. I haven't done the fun Vegas in so long, and I actually do need recommendations for places to go and things to see because I don't ever go to the fun part of Vegas. Okay, let's get shipping because and I'm gonna need your guys' help to stay accountable to this. I only have until 6:15 because I have to go pick Grant up from the airport tonight. So help me monitor the clock and get jamming on this so I can get all of your orders out for tomorrow. Whew. Has anybody done anything productive today, or did we take this as a rest day? Rest is productive, remember. I have it looks like I have a lot of stuff here, but a lot of it's small and a lot of it's books because we did a lot of books on my sale yesterday, so it shouldn't be too bad. You lounged. Lovely. I love that for you. Honestly, it is important to have those days where you just do nothing. That's it. You do nothing. And for every day that we are super productive, we need to have that balance of not doing anything too. I just realized my jacket is soaking wet. All right, you did zip today. Congratulations. I helped my son move out. Oh boy, that needs like a massage afterwards. Like your back hurts, your muscles are sore, you've been lifting stuff all day, bending down, bending back up. That one's a tough one. Where did they move to? You cook pork chops and laundry. Yum. What is your favorite way to cook pork chops? Because I only ever know how to make them with like pears, but I feel like I want to explore other options. You washed your living room walls. Nice. Are you gonna paint or put up any, like, wallpaper soon, or you just wanna feel fresh and clean? You've been doing too much of that, you need to find balance. Too much of the resting or too much of the productivity? Because if you're resting and you feel guilty for not being productive, it doesn't actually count as rest because in the back of your head, you're not resting. You're like, "Oh, this laundry list of things that I have to do." And that takes away from the rest and relaxation because you're constantly thinking of and stressed out by and shamed for all the things that you feel like you should be doing. Spring cleaning, lovely. It took a month, we're only with the 2 of us. Oh, man. Well, at least you have the amount of time, to stretch it out because moving sucks. Moving is never fun for anyone. Changing routines, packing every little thing you have into a box and trying to haul it to another place. Ugh, I don't ever wanna think about moving again, but I know it's unavoidable. We have to move every once in a while. You cook the chops in a cast iron skillet with butter. Yum. Okay. I've also wanted to try doing like a vinaigrette, like a balsamic vinaigrette glaze, but I don't know how to cook a glaze, so I need to learn. I need to learn. I might do more live cooking. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I have some baking things that I want to try and maybe like cook a good dinner. We could all cook together. Does Dozer do the patty cakes when he is happy? He does. He does his little knead. Especially when I'm patting his butt, he'll just sit there and, like, do this for an hour. He's a goober. He's such a goofball. Cream of mushroom soup in a crock pot. You know what? I don't use my crock pot enough. For the amount of times where I have a super busy day and just could throw something in the crock pot and not worry about it for dinner, I need to do that. I need to do that more often. Dodged 2 tornadoes this weekend? Oh my goodness, that is terrifying, and I hope that everything around you is okay. I am working on filming my how to bullet journal video right now, actually, while I set up my May month. So I'll show you the structure of everything and how I use it daily. And I will even go back and show you the bullet journals that I have from when I first started so that you don't think that you have to have the expectation of doing it the way I do it now. Because it's been 5 years. I've had 5 different journals now. So I'm very excited to show you that one. It is so much fun to bullet journal and it has honestly changed my ability to get things done and process things and journal and feel good. So, very excited to show you that one. All right, I need to get things shipped out. I'm too talky, not shippy. Need to find a balance, right? Oh man. And okay, so last night I'll share with you guys this terrible, it's not uncommon. This is a common feeling that everyone has when they're trying something new or building something. It's like I feel like I want to give up. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. My videos that I post on TikTok are getting stuck at 200 views, even though all of the, analytics are showing good. I'm showing the retention rate that I want. I'm showing it'll immediately jump up and I'm getting comments and shares and likes on my videos and then it'll just stay right there. And then with YouTube, yeah, same thing. I'm trying to like build and get more comments and engagement and likes. And it's just so hard being a content creator. And I had that feeling where I was like, should I just give up? Like, why am I doing all of this? Should I just quit it all, just focus on my day job and just accept that? And I'm not going to, obviously, don't worry. But I do want to share that sentiment of it's not easy. It is definitely not easy to do these things. And when you see someone that is successful in 5 years from now, I'll be looking back on this and going, "Oh my gosh, how silly was I?" But that deters a lot of people who aren't aware that that happens for people that are successful. So I wanted to share that with you. Green pendant necklace and fish earrings. Ugh. And I know a lot of the people that I talk to that are creators as well and building businesses, they also feel that. And it happens with everything. If you're struggling at work, if you're trying to learn something new, it's all a very clunky process to get to any point of success. You watch YouTube and try to like, but sometimes they are too short to give you a chance to thumbs up. Oh, with the shorts? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I definitely make some shorter videos, mostly because I repurpose them from TikTok. But you guys like all of my videos and I see you commenting on everything. So you guys aren't the problem. I'm trying to grow bigger, wider, right? Like that's the issue I'm facing is I can't ever get traction of growing to where I want to be. I'm too short. And part of me is like, okay, why are my goals so high? Well, they're so high because I want to be able to sustain the business and I know the potential of where I could go. Is this the giveaway item? Okay. And just like that, we have one item packed up and ready to ship out. I sold a bunch of my jewelry from my closet clearing out, so makes it super easy to ship. Hear that the shorts on YouTube don't count in the algorithm. They count in the algorithm in a different capacity. So the shorts are optimized for SEO in a different way, and they are more for like spreading the reach and awareness of your channel to get more followers for people to then come over and watch your longer form videos where you'll actually make money off of them. So I do have my monetization set up for my YouTube shorts, but compared to my longer videos, it is definitely not even pushing the needle a little bit in how much revenue allocation there is. Doop, doop, boop, boop. Wildflower. What is Wildflower? Oh, it's a book. That's a book. I need to leave myself better descriptions and not show you guys people's addresses. Wildflower, white wrist thing because I forgot how to spell necklace. Yesterday's show was a hot mess, if any of you were there. Where are the rest of these? How short are you? How much do you weigh? You look perfect. You look pretty perfect. God, 5'5". I think that's what the doctor said the last time I was there. I am 5 feet 5.5 inches. I weigh 118. I think. I don't know. But honestly, I wish I could gain weight. I have struggled with gaining weight all of my life because I have a hard time digesting and retaining food. It is not too nosy. I am here for sharing all kinds of information. I am an open book, and it's difficult for people that are my friends because I give a lot of advice, share the advice I give, but then not everyone likes to be a sharer. Like Grant, he does not like his personal information being shared. But I think it's important to spread how we have informations as a couple, spread conversations. I think it's important to spread how we have conversations and what we're talking about as a couple so that other people can have those similar conversations or understand that it's not taboo or weird to be experiencing those things in a relationship. Because in my past relationships, I didn't realize what was normal because no one talked about it. Everything was very like hush hush. If you're having marital problems, if you're having, relationship problems, you don't talk about it with anybody else. You discuss it within the home. And that leads to abusive relationships. And I struggle with this sentiment too about saying that my ex was abusive. Not the first one. The first one, absolutely. The second one, he was just manipulative. And it turned into situations where I was being taken advantage of. And he's not a terrible person, but I don't want to demonize him by sharing my experience. But at the same time, it's such a common experience that women have that they don't realize isn't good. So it's all a very weird strategy. Sounds like your hubs. He doesn't like to share information a lot. And it's more common for men, I think, because again, in society, they're kind of told like, we don't talk about emotions and feelings. You don't have them. You don't need them. You have to be a strong man. If you talk about your emotions, you're weak. And that was something that Grant and I had to work through to get to where we are today and be a successful couple and relationship. And if you think that we were perfect from the beginning, that is far from the truth. Um, we have been working on things pretty much our entire relationship, and he struggles with that sentiment as well of he's like, why is it always work? Why is there always something to do? Why can't we just have like peace and happiness in our relationship? And it's that struggle of we both come from divorced families, so we don't have an example of what a functional relationship looks like or what love between two partner parents looks like. And we're both messed up in our own internal ways from it and trying to work through that. And anybody that tells you relationships aren't work, they're lying. I forgot to put this in there. Darn it. Relationships, in my opinion, are always going to be work. You're just always working on different things. You get better at understanding how to communicate and what needs to be worked on, but the work never stops because people get selfish. It's just we tend to do that. It's not bad that we do it, but being able to recognize and like check ourselves is important. And that's the phase that we are fading into now is understanding how to check in on our relationship more proactively and take turns doing that because it was me in the beginning making sure that we were doing that and he didn't understand the importance of it or understand that we needed to and kind of still thinks it's silly sometimes. But now that we're both equal partners in maintaining the emotional state of our relationship, I think we've gotten to a like whole different level. And that's something that a lot of men, sorry guys, haven't gotten to yet or never get to. And it puts a lot of emotional weight on women in a relationship. Right, black necklace. Physical and mental abuse are both awful. They really, really are. And what is so sad is most people that are mentally abused don't realize it. I would say that until you share that experience with someone, you underplay it in your mind, right? You don't think that you're being abused because you're like, oh, maybe they're just angry. Maybe they're just, doing something. And with my ex, I didn't realize that it was abusive until I had left and started working on my mental health and understanding what I was willing to accept in relationships. And really just going to couples counseling with Grant and realizing, like, oh, my ex wasn't supposed to guilt trip me into sleeping with him. Like, that's not how it was supposed to happen. I'm not, a object for him to like receive his satisfaction in that category. And that was mind blowing to me because that was the reason I was upset and didn't want to maintain the relationship anymore. And I held so much guilt of leaving because I was like, he's not doing anything wrong. I I thought that I was the bad person for not being able to love him enough in the relationship and not putting in enough effort. But in reality, he wasn't fulfilling my needs and saw me as a sexual object. He didn't like me as a person. He liked having someone there to fulfill the needs he had and it didn't matter if I was me, Jordan, or just a woman. So that was a very difficult transition for me and something that I feel like needs to be talked about more and more younger women who are getting into relationships and finding themselves in these scenarios need to hear. Married in 1976, and I swear I do all the mental health stuff. Men sometimes just don't understand. They don't. And they weren't taught to, which is also like society's fault and their parents' fault. And like we could call so many people's fault, but it also is their responsibility to get there. And it's really hard when it's so shamed, especially in older generations. It is shamed to think that you need to go to a therapist or that there's something wrong with you. And we're all just trying to operate under this like perfect assumption that we know what we're doing and we're perfectly mentally healthy. We're not. No one is. What book am I looking for? Speaking of mentally healthy, my brain is cuckoo today. It is not present. I was talking to a couple of my friends and we were trying to Venmo in a group chat of like we all went to dinner yesterday and my friend was like, "Oh, can you guys Venmo me? Here's the amounts." And I was like, "Can you send me your Venmo information?" And she's like, "You Venmoed me before. We're friends on Venmo. Just look me up." I was like, "I cannot find you. I've never Venmoed you before. I don't know what's going on." And I completely spaced out and thought it was a different person in the group chat for 30 minutes. And I'm going back and forth with my friends. Like, I'm taking screenshots of random people's Venmos. I was like, "Is this you? Is this your account?" And she's like, "No, Jordan, it's this one." And she sent her own. I was like, "I'm Venmoing Katrina, not Bridget." That makes a lot of sense. But that's where my brain's at today. Right. Once you're aware, it's your responsibility to change it. It's hard. It's the recognition and understanding, right? Because there's like, what's the phases of like there's denial, there's acceptance, there's awareness, and then like from there, once you've gone through all three of those stages, then the work starts. And some people get stuck in denial, some people get stuck in awareness, and some people get stuck, like there's no easy progression through all of that. And I would argue that a lot of people do get stuck in the denial phase because it's easier to just not deal with it. And understanding the approach to people, right? Because this is something that I struggle with Grant all the time is helping him see something without making it this is why you're not good enough, or this is what you're doing wrong, or this is why you're a shit person or a partner, right? Because then, if it's coming from me, that's how he perceives it. And we have to overcome that to be even able to get to the next point where he could start working on it. Pregnancy brain? No, I think it's period brain, unfortunately. I would wish it were pregnancy brain. Come on, Grant. Illustrated Atlas of Hawaii, 50 Ways to Cook Fish and Vintage Serving Rose Bowl. There's the Rose Bowl. 50 Ways to Cook Fish, Atlas of Hawaii. Where are these books? Aha. I should have made piles before this. Okay, pile. This is Frosted Glass, Vintage Starbucks Cup, and Pink Paint Splotch Earrings. Pink Paint Splotch Earrings. Starbucks Cup. There you are. What was the Libby Glass? What was Libby Glass? Did I put that over here or did I put that over there? No pregnancy yet. Yeah. I just probably the end of next year, I want to say. We'll probably get engaged towards the end of this year and then have a wedding mid next year and then have a few months before we start trying to have a baby. Unfortunately. Does Grant travel often? Yeah, I say we both travel like an equal amount. Right now he's at his friend's birthday party. He used to travel for work a lot. He doesn't do that anymore. But I would say one of us is gone at least once a month, if not both of us going on a trip. We get a lot of points. Let's just put it that way. Is this going to fit in here? Come on. We have to book flights for our wedding that we're going to in Italy and then his brother's wedding in Kansas, which are both going to be hefty plane tickets. But we've been racking up points on his travel card so that hopefully that'll offset some of the cost of the flight. It's not going to be. This one's going to my mom too. I guess I could just bring it out there, but I'd rather be able to ship it. Okay. Am I missing a label? Oh, this book. I know this book was in a... Where are my labels? There they are. Okay. No, that's not it. I need someone to control my brain for me for a day. Yep, that's those three. Just, my word. You see my upper body, but not my packing. Okay, I will fix that. I will fix that in a second. I'm not really packing anything other than just books right now, so don't you worry. Vintage Rose Bowl, Illustrated Hawaii Atlas, and then 50 Ways with Fish. So that one's missing one. Right now, I'm just organizing all of the items with the labels that they go with. And this may be the day. This may be the day that I completely miss and send somebody something wrong because my brain just is not firing on all cylinders. So if that happens, it's your lucky day. Okay, fish earrings, green pendant necklace. Where's the Sneed one? I know there was a Sneed label. Do. Reasons Jordan needs a personal assistant. 101. And also, there was like, did they not all print? How much you want to bet they didn't all print? Because that would just be beautiful. That would be indicative of my life. Did I put them in something? I'll have to go back and check because I know all of those sold. All right, we're gonna put you down here. We're gonna show you what's on the floor. Don't look at the addresses. Son of a biscuit. Okay. No. Nobody sees any addresses. We're not doing that. Not doing that. Lordy. If you're wondering if I'm losing my mind today, I am. This is it. This is the video where I completely lose it and you all get to witness. Congratulations. I should probably get all of these vintage Playboys out of the back too before I get demonetized for something. Oh, there's this glass. Who had this one? I think it was this. All right. Anybody else feeling a little crazy today? Because you found your people. Boy. Ooh. Come with me. Don't fall. Something fell. What's my time check? Where are we at? I can get all 4 of these done in like 30 minutes, right? Easy peasy. All right. What is the fun thing to do in Vegas? We have on the list right now that we want to go to the Neon Museum. I don't know if any of you have been to that down by Fremont Street. That's a fun one. And then we want to go to the Speakeasy in the Mob Museum. I like that one too. Then what's the other ones we want to do? We want to do a pool somewhere, but not a pool party. We don't want to go aggressive. A swim-up bar would be kind of cool, but more just like lounging because it's going to be really nice weather. The top of my head is missing now. You remind me of 30 years younger, just trying to be nice and trying to keep people happy. However, I did not have your confidence or internet. You know what? I am just trying to get by. I do love making people happy, but I am no longer a people pleaser. That is the big difference. I realized my people pleasing was not helping me or anyone, because the more you people please, the less you have to give to yourself. And when you don't have anything to give to yourself, you don't have anything to give to anybody else. What in the pump? This showed up a lot in my work, and I was burning myself out and not realizing that I didn't have anything left to give because I wasn't filling up my own cup. And that's part of the reason that I just did a random pop-up today and went live on a whim. Because I had things I needed to get done today. I had no idea when I was going to be able to come here. But now I'm here. What box will this fit in? This will fit in the shoe box. I hate that they put 2 stickers on the box with my address. 1 is enough. We know how to get here. There's that one. I should wrap this guy up in a little bit of bubble wrap so it doesn't get tangled. It's going to get tangled, isn't it? Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Here we go. Give me rubble wraps. Bubble. Boobly wrappy. Yeah, if you're wondering what it's like to hang out with me, this is it. This is how chaotic pretty much everything I do is. I'm going to, next week, try to set up some working sessions during the daytime. So if any of you work from home or work from a computer, I'll do a work with me session and set up a little screen share maybe of some of the stuff I'm working on. I can't really show you anything of the stuff I'm working on from work because it's all confidential, but we can go over how we're setting up our day, how we're prioritizing things. And I really am productive when there's other people around me and I'm talking to someone. I can grind through so much work if I'm just talking to someone in the background and getting work done. So I think there's a lot of us out there and we can all benefit from a work with me session. So that's coming this week. I'm going to have my normal Tuesday night list with me, and you'll get to see everything for my upcoming show. But since I'm going to be gone next weekend and it's Cinco de Mayo, I'm not having a show on the weekend. But everything will be available in the Buy It Now section, and then I'll have one the following week. And hopefully, having that a week will help me get a lot of stuff listed and get caught up for my next show, because I am a little behind. Too small. Must have been our age. Just curious. Me? Who? Did I miss a conversation? I like to keep the people happy. That's part of being a content creator. Yeah, so Tuesday night, I will post it probably tomorrow, and you can bookmark it. We do list with me's every Tuesday, so keep an eye out for those. Oh boy, stay here. Oh. And those are when we do the cards. We play the Let's Get Deep game. So after every item I list, I pull a card, and it's answering a fun little question to get to know me better so I can get to know you guys better and help me stay motivated to list, because honestly, listing is so boring sometimes and I need to break it up. Also, I've discovered this 2-layer bubble wrapping system that I adore, and I was having a couple people receive broken items in their packages. So it's like, we got to try something new. And I have not had, knock on wood, a broken package or item after that. So I just use small bubble wrap and then I wrap it with one layer of the big bubble on the outside. And apparently that makes things super duper secure. It takes a little more time, but honestly, it's worth it if things get there in one piece. That's kind of why, so you saying you put off listing, that's kind of why I like Whatnot, because with a regular eBay or Poshmark, because I've done those before, I would put it off and I'd be like, well, I don't have to list right now. And it's always that impending, like, you always could be listing more. And with Whatnot, I have an upcoming show, right? I have an upcoming show, so I know I have to list things by Saturday. And I do an hour-long show, which is about 16 to 20 items. And then that's it. That's all I have to worry about. If I want to do more, I can get ahead, but I don't have to. And I think that is why I like Whatnot so much. It reduces that, like, foreboding, always need to be listing feeling. All right. We're just going to work around that. It's good to set goals for yourself, though. If you've ever felt that, like, foreboding, oh my gosh, there's so much I have to get done. There's always more for me to do. Set more attainable goals for what you're doing. So maybe it's 10 listings a week, and you find whatever that sweet spot number is to where you're not burnt out from listing and you can still get them done, but you're still listing enough to stay profitable in your sales and maintain that consistency with the algorithm. I need another box. Will these fit in this box? I think these will fit in this box. Nope. Wrap these up in a little bubble wrap here. For the resellers out there, what do you sell and where do you source? Can you try to go live from Vegas? I can try, but I can guarantee you now that it would be a drunken debauchery, which may be fun. It could be fun, but I have no idea what days we're going to be where yet. We're still trying to plan all of our events. So if I can figure that out, these aren't going to be in here. You're tall. If I can figure that out, maybe I'll go live from Vegas and give you guys a fun little party experience. Where in the world are all my boxes? I'm just going to make one. Big one. I'm going to make a big one. Here we are. It's over here. Mostly vintage, and you source everywhere. Gotcha. Anything especially that you focus on vintage? Is it kitchenwares? Is it glass, decor items? Is it clothes? And where do you sell? I like to watch YouTube because Whatnot is persistent and annoying. I agree. Whatnot is addicting, first of all. Anytime I find myself popping in a show, I buy something and then I'm like, dang it, Jordan, you're supposed to be saving money this month. Every time. That's okay. That's what credit cards are for, right? Getting into debt. No, that's terrible. Don't take my advice. Don't do as I do. You've been able to visit the unclaimed baggage store in the Alabama a couple times, sometimes prices on the higher end for a reseller, but for personal shopping, it's great. I actually just saw I think it was a YouTube video that someone did where they went there and looked at stuff, and I was shocked at how much stuff they have. I absolutely love buying things secondhand from like my own personal stuff. Like I hate paying retail prices. So that's someplace on my bucket list of where I need to go someday because it is incredible how much stuff they have. And like you bring the best stuff with you on vacation. So I can only imagine, if you lose your luggage, all the best stuff is there. Please do try to go live from Vegas. Would love to see young people having fun, seeing what they drink. I will do my best. It'll be a pop-up like this, but just watch out for it. Be on high alert next weekend for a notification from me going live because it'll be messy and it'll be fun. We are celebrating one of Grant's longtime family friends. She just got accepted into her PhD program. So we are celebrating that, all of her tests that she finished and all of the hard work that she's been doing to get that accomplished. So we're gonna get a little crazy. What's next? What will that book fit in? Also, what time is it? 5. Oh boy, it's almost 6 o'clock. All right, we got like 20 minutes left. We got like 20 minutes. I can do this. I believe in myself. I need another big box. Every time I go out, I surprise myself with how much energy I have once I start like hearing music and drinking. Like something in my brain is just like hardwired to dance all night and not realize how old I am and how much my bones will hurt the next day. But super fun. Maybe we can go find a karaoke bar somewhere. That would be fun. I am hoping that it is equally as like fun and explorative as it is like restful. And like we go get massages one day. Or like go get a pedicure. That would be fun. I would like that. It's also going to be like a mother-daughter trip. So my friend's mom is coming with us. So she's my age, and then her mom is my age. My mom's mom. Her mom is my mom's age. And then my mom's going to join us for a couple of the days. So we'll have to do some old people stuff. They can't keep up with us the whole time. Ooh. And then I think Kelly and I will venture off and do like young people stuff when the old people are tired. So it's going to be weird not shopping though, because I usually go shopping anytime I'm in Vegas. Is this one? Am I packing the right box? Vintage Bowl, Illustrated Atlas of Hawaii, and 50 Ways to Cook Fish. I gotta find that book. 50 Ways to Cook Fish. 50 Ways to Cook Fish. Hello. Oh, don't. Oh. As I was pulling the book out, I almost like pulled a glass with it straight off the shelf. That would have been bad. That would have been very, very bad. But we didn't do it. Everything's fine. We're not dying. That guy won't fit in here. So we're going to wrap them up together like this. You had a brick and mortar shop, so clearing it out. Can't get people into my Whatnot shows. It is so hard to get people into your Whatnot shows to start. I feel you on that. I still get I get about 30 people in my shows on a regular basis, but maybe we can have some marketing talks. So what are you doing right now to market the closeout of your store? Are you posting on any social media channels? Are you running any ads? maybe I can give you some advice if you would like it. "38 people watching who would like to see Jordan live in Vegas." Oh boy. Yep. If y'all want it, I will try my best. I'll make it happen. And you'll get to see the full unfiltered crazy person that has ADD and just runs around in Vegas. You need a raid or train. What is your what day do you go live? There's a bar in the middle of a mall, or the mall at Planet Hollywood, where the drinks are 3 for $10. That is a very good find. I will have to look into that and see if I can find it. You post on Facebook and you visit Whatnot Sales. Okay. Do you have any marketing from the store that you did? Do you have a newsletter that you were gathering, or like you have like a list of people or any local stores that would have something like that? Because you could like send out an email with a link to the store and say like, oh, we're clearing out, get people's interest that way. Usually Saturdays or Sundays. Okay. I can try and do a raid from my show. Well, I do my show at like 5:30. Send me a message or an email and we'll figure something out, and we'll coordinate our shows so I can raid into you one time. But I hear you. It's rough getting started. You had a Facebook page with 2,000 people, but you closed it a while ago. Gotcha. Okay. Now that would be my best advice, is like trying to reach out to the people that you had existing. And then if you have some sort of email list or way to like promote your store on, you know, whatever social channels that you currently have, so you don't have to start from scratch when you're building them up. And if you're not going to continue Whatnot for like a long time and you're just closing out the store, it's not really worth your time to start building up a channel just to get it to a point where you're closing out your store. But if you are planning on doing a more long-term Whatnot strategy, getting some sort of secondary marketing channel to filter new people into your Whatnot sale would probably be a good idea. And listing things in your marketplace so that it is searchable on the Whatnot app, 1, and 2, people don't have to attend a live sale specifically to buy any of the things that you have up there. Depending what you have too. So if you look on, so my shorts are on like a week and a half delay from TikTok, but my TikTok I do every 2 days. And I just started posting a new style of how I'm promoting my Whatnot sales on TikTok. And I will take an item and then I'll ask a question, and that's called a hook at the beginning of a video, and say, how do you think this item, or what style do you think this item would fit in? And then I take 3 pictures from Pinterest, and they're all examples of where this item could fit in a decor, and kind of that engages the community and broadens awareness. It encourages them to comment on the video saying which one they think would work. So doing something like that with the items that you have, if you have like a consistent style to attract the people that are looking for those styles, that could be a good idea. Posting them on Pinterest if you have like stylized photos or different objects. Looking into like SEO, that is probably going to be your biggest advantage of getting the awareness out there. Figuring out what keywords people are searching for to find the items that you have for sale, and then figuring out how to get out in the algorithm of whatever platform you're posting on, to drive that traction into your Whatnot sale. Am I near the airport? I am like 20 minutes from the airport, give or take, depending on traffic. So not too far. but I have to go to Target first and go get coffee beans because we're out of coffee in the morning and work ain't getting done if I don't have coffee. So that's a necessity. And I really only have one more thing, I think. One more easy thing. I'm going to do the last hard one probably tomorrow morning because we got to wrap this up. I've got like 10 minutes. I need something that book will go in. And I don't think this is. Oh, it is priority. Perfect. Okay. We're going to cut this box down. I also have to clean up so that I can park my car in the garage after this. So. Boop. If any of you missed my Whatnot sale yesterday, look how cool this book is. So it's falling apart a little on the outside, but it's just the dust cover. But look at these beautiful illustrations. Look at how pretty these are. And it goes into detail of all the different wildflowers you can find. Just really, really cool. Awesome little book. I'll wrap you up a little bit. There we go. So my next two videos, because of course they're already filmed, because I am way ahead of schedule, are things that I'm sourcing for my next sale, which will come out on Friday, but you'll get a preview of all that stuff if you come to my listing party Tuesday. And then after that, I do a closet clear out and I go through every single thing I have in my closet, try it on, and determine if I want to keep it or not. And I had so much stuff in my closet and stuff that like doesn't fit me anymore. And I hate getting things away that I love. Where in the world is this seam? But it was time. It was time to update my style into something a little more in my 30s because I've had clothes in there for like 5-10 years that I have no business wearing anymore. That Jordan is younger. She is a different type of old. But that video is coming up. That'll be a really fun one. And then I'm doing a laundry stripping video. And if you've never heard of laundry stripping, it is the most satisfying experience you'll ever have because it pulls out all of the dead skin cells and the dirt and grime that gets on our clothes that doesn't get washed out by the laundry machine. Like if you ever have gym clothes or stinky boy clothes that you wash them and they're still just kind of like after the initial wash, you put them in the closet and they just still don't smell fresh. This fixes that. So that'll be fun. You'll see that video. And then after that, I'll probably do another shopping video. And then I'm going to do some art. I bought a bunch of paint supplies and a canvas, and I'm going to show you guys some of the art that I'm going to make, hopefully to go on my wall in my living room. We'll see. We'll see how it actually turns out because in my mind, I'm like, I could be an artist. I can make this super simple. But I feel like in reality, it's going to be like, that you're not an artist. It takes a lot more practice and technique. And you just wasted $100 on material. Can I say the shipping prices? I don't actually think. Hold on. What happened to the, okay. Yeah, it's not on the label. So I wish I could tell you the shipping prices, but it's all calculated by Whatnot and it's all on the buyer's side. So I don't actually see any of it. But I am starting to understand that Whatnot shipping prices are a little outrageous sometimes. So I'm trying to figure out a way to cross post things. So when they're listed, it's not just on Whatnot and I can sell them on a different platform so that the shipping prices won't be as Ridiculous. Where is my box cutter? If you were a box cutter and you were my box cutter, where would you be? Probably in the house. Probably in the most inconvenient place in the world for one to be. I need scissors or something. Anything? Oh, Lord. Why? Ugh. All right. Well, we're wrapping that box up in the morning then. That's just going to have to do. Well, thank you so much for being here for this very quick live. I appreciate all of you. And I will see you all Tuesday. And then watch for my work with me session. Maybe I'll answer some marketing questions there if you have any project management, marketing questions, what I do for work. We'll go into all of that detail. That will be coming up sometime this week. I have to look at my calendar and figure it out, but it will be during the daytime. And then next week, get ready for it. We're going to go live from Vegas. I'm going to figure out where or when it's going to be. It's going to be an experience, to say the least, for all of you. I appreciate you guys so much. You may be disinfecting all you. Oh, yeah, you might need to disinfect all your clothes after that. That sounds like it's going to be a pain in the tuchus. Happy Kitty, you will have the time of your life watching me in Vegas. And if you won't, then you will be able to say, thank goodness that I am not a 30-year-old in Vegas. One of those two scenarios is going to happen. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all this week. Not next week, this week. It's going to happen soon. It's happening. It's May now. It's May tomorrow. Congratulations. Bye, everyone.